Welcome back to Booze and the Rocks. My name is David Edwards, and today we're going to use these to make the Reggae Rum Punch. But first, this. Alright, so let's get into it. Now, reggae is a style of music that originated in Jamaica in the 1960s. By the 70s, it had become hugely popular in Britain, Africa, and the United States. It also became synonymous with the voices of the oppressed. Now, reggae is based on ska, which is an earlier version of Jamaican music, and it uses a heavy 4-beat rhythm driven by the drums, the bass guitar, electric guitar, and the scraper. Now, the scraper is a corrugated stick that's rubbed by a plain stick, and it gives you that really interesting raspy sound. Now, the music evolved and bore the weight of increasingly political lyrics that addressed both social and economic injustice. Now, among those who pioneered reggae were 5446, the Wailers, Peter Tosh, Jimmy Cliff, and of course, Bob Marley. Now, Jimmy Cliff starred in the movie The Harder They Come in 1972, and this Jamaican-made movie documents how the music became a voice for these poor and dispossessed. But in the 1970s, reggae spread to the UK, and between Jamaican immigrants and native Britons, they forged such awesome groups as Aswad, Steel Pulse, and UB40. In the US, Bob Marley was the mainstay of that movement, and he was helped along by Eric Clapton and his cover of I Shot the Sheriff. Now, Marley's work has endured, a legacy lasting a good 40 years, and Redemption Song was played by John Legend at the 2017 Nobel Peace Prize ceremony. But my favorite cover of that song is by Mitchell Brewing from The Voice of Holland on season 4. So let's get into making what is considered arguably the most popular drink in Jamaica. So the first thing, of course, I'm going to do is I need my shaking glass. And of course, what we're going to use is a proper Jamaican white overproof rum. And I'm using Wray Nephew's 63% alcohol. Okay. And I need 2 ounces or 60 milliliters. And of course, it's got that little funny thing on it that won't let me pour properly. I also need now some orange juice, and I need a good 2 ounces of orange juice. And I use fresh pressed orange juice for this. I also need pineapple juice, and I need 2 ounces of that as well. And again, I'm using another fresh pressed pineapple juice that you strain out as much as the pulp as you can. Now, 2 ounces is 60 milliliters. I also need lime juice. And I'm using fresh pressed lime juice, and I need half an ounce of this. Half an ounce is 15 milliliters. Now, interestingly enough, you'd think that's an awful lot of juice, but the last thing that I'm going to use is a strawberry syrup. Now, this is a 1-to-1 strawberry syrup, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the instructions on how to make this down in the description below for you. And I need half an ounce or 15 milliliters. Looking pretty good. So I need a little bit of ice and my shaker. That should be good. And you're going to shake this for a good 10 to 15 seconds. Oh, you can just smell the fresh juices coming out of that. And of course, this goes in one of our highball glasses, also known as a Collins glass for those of you who don't generally use them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain this with my Hawthorne strainer. Looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here, and I need my pineapple back. So What we need for our garnish is, of course, a pineapple slice. And interestingly enough, I don't have any mint. But I'm not going to use an entire slice. I'm just going to use a wedge of pineapple. And we're going to make this look nice and pretty. And to go with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some pineapple leaves just to give us that gorgeous, gorgeous look. Pac-Man, chomp, 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 chomp. Sorry. I have issues. After all, I make cocktails. So look at this. Nice, beautiful, gorgeous looking color. Smells great. Let me just throw that there. I don't need this. Oh, pineapple. Oh, the rum just cuts through. It's beautiful. It's tropical. Oh yeah. I want more. That. I can see why that's popular. Oh yeah. You can taste the pineapple a little bit, and the orange goes really well together. The lime just happens to, just bring it together nicely with the overproofed rum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ingredients and the method of how to make this down in the description down below. But if this is your first time to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification. That way, every time I put up a new video, you get notified. But if you don't like Bob Marley, hit the thumbs down button twice. And we'll see you next time. And reggae is based on ska, which is an earlier form of Jamaican music, and it uses a heavy 4-beat rhythm-driven, I can't say rhythm, never mind. But my favorite cover was Mitchell Bruning's version of it on The Voice. And, oh, I gotta do that again. But if you don't like Bob Marley,
Drink.
Come in, sit down. Let's use these to make the Reggae Rum Punch. So let's get into some history. Actually, but that means I don't have an intro. What do you think? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put